Hello, Taurus. Thank you very much for tuning in to this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. Gilded Tarot Royale, excuse me, by Ciro Marchetti. Text by Barbara Moore. Website on the bottom is llewellyn.com. There's also the Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram information if you're interested. Supportive oracle cards are Spellcasting Oracle cards by Flavia, Barbara, and Lisbeth. Website in the back I noticed most is shewhoisart.com. Feel free to check out any of the other information in the back there. I think there's a couple other websites. Just freeze frame. Check it out if you want to. Okay, what do we have for Taurus? Okay. There's conflict around you. Definitely. Somebody's upset. Somebody's definitely upset. Things are going to be fine, but you may be surprised at what happens next. There seems to be a history with somebody. Because this card's here. There's history with somebody. And I feel like you're trying to do what you need to do. Somebody's upset. Somebody's like really upset. There's a change about to happen because of it. They're not telling you anything either, is what I'm getting from this. Eight of Pentacles. And then the Strength card and the Nine of Wands. Very strong person, very fortified. They don't say anything they don't want to say, that's for sure. But if they do tell you something, they mean it. I feel like this is the person. There's conflict. Somebody's upset. I'm not sure if it's them, but they're not going to tell you. There might be more than one person here. Somebody knows what's going on. I don't know if they're blocked in some way because they got the Eight of Pentacles. Because it's kind of like I don't see anything moving, but they seem to be very caught up in what they're doing. And the Strength card right behind it is kind of like, if I want this to stay where it is, I'm going to keep it where it is. I'm not changing that. Something random came in really fast. So something feels like it already happened to me. This is saying this already happened. This is what set all this in motion. There's like this, somebody's angry. Somebody's upset. Like somebody's really upset. And there's other people who are just backing off and just staying out of it. It might cause a big change here. Because I feel your energy is trying to heal. Trying to heal, trying to get through things, trying to sort out things, whatever's happening. Currently the energy is like, I'm feeling left out, I'm not feeling connected, I'm feeling like I don't understand what's going on here. The energy does not feel right here. I feel like I'm not being listened to either. I'm not being listened to, nobody's hearing me, I'm trying to say stuff, but when I say stuff, like, they're taking it in a direction, I'm like, that's not at all what I said, that's not what I meant, why are you going that way? I feel like I'm backing off because of it. I'm kind of like, I can't deal with this right now, so I'm just going to step back and do my own thing and just disconnect from people who aren't understanding me right now. Very interesting energy, but it's got like this, it's down, it goes up, and it comes down, and then it goes up again. It's like a roller coaster. You get the Five of Cups with the Sun card. Things are about to be better for a small period here. I feel like you're getting a break. It feels like the eye of the storm. Like, I think, what is it? Hurricanes have the eye of the storm. Where, like, it's really bad, and then there's a clear spot, like it's blue skies, and then the other side of the storm comes in. It's like the eye of the storm. You got a good spot coming up. Things seem to be very good. And then I feel like the fallout comes in. The fallout is yet to happen. Things are going to be good for a minute, and then like whatever was left over from this situation, I feel like that's when the conflict comes in. The conflict is coming in later. Be careful about being too connected to it. There's a lot of misconceptions going on. Some people aren't saying what they're feeling, and they don't understand what's going on, but they're not participating in telling you that they don't understand what's going on. They're just angry. They're just angry and they're not talking about it, and they're just making up their mind, well, that's what you did, so this is what that meant. And that's all that is. And they're not even explaining it to you. They're not talking about it. They're not discussing it. They're just like, well, that's what you did, so this is what it is. And they're just backing off. There are people who are angry, though. What's up with the angry people? Why are there so many angry people here? It feels like there's a lot of angry people all over the place. I feel like I'm being like, there's an influx of like angry people. Whether I like it or not, it's there. Be careful. People don't know what's going on. They don't understand what's going on. So they're saying, I feel like that's why this is popping in. Like, people do not know what's going on. There is a lot of confusion, a lot of hurt feelings, but why is the question. There's like a third party going on here. Ooh. Ooh. I'm almost wondering if somebody tried to help you. A third party trying to take care of things for you, trying to help you, made things a lot worse. I think that's where the problem is. A well-meaning third party, like they thought they were doing good for you, they thought they were being helpful, made things a lot worse. A lot worse. I feel like that's where this is all stemming from. Be careful of that. That's why I think they're saying compassion, because whatever's going on here, people might be confused and they think you did something and maybe you didn't really do something. Maybe somebody else who is trying to help you did something, and that seems to have confused people. And there's people with hurt feelings all over the place. All over the place. I don't understand what's going on. It's crazy. There's a big change coming because of it. The thing is, you got to be careful. I feel like you're going to have to like dissect it and piece it apart, pick it apart piece by piece to put it back together correctly, because something is really, even though this is a beautiful card, I feel like there's a lot of things that could just end up flying away if we don't address them. If somebody helped you third party, I'm even questioning if you could find out what they did, because it makes me feel like maybe there's something here that they were just random and they were just going off, because I feel like their energy is a lot different than yours. Their energy feels a lot different than yours. And I feel like you might not be able to track down everything that happened, but I feel like the stability you're used to is in question here. I feel like it has a lot to do with the third party. I really, really do. There's this anger that's around here is weird. It's weird because I feel like it's misplaced and there's confusion. There's a lot of confusion. You may not be able to fix it today or even this week, but it might be over the next few months. You're going to keep learning information. You're going to keep figuring things out. And it's going to take a long time to heal, whatever this is. Whatever happened might have happened very quickly, but the fact that people aren't communicating, people are not communicating and people are angry. It's very weird. Very upset but not talking about it. It's going to take you a long time to fix it. The healing is possible here, but I feel like the more I learn about what actually happened and why people are upset, I feel like that makes me upset. I feel like that's going to make you upset, kind of like, wait, they're mad because of that? I didn't even do that. Like, or the fact that somebody's angry about something, you're like, I can't believe they're mad about that. But they're mad about that. And I feel like there's a lot of misconceptions, a lot of confusion, a lot of crossed wires. It's going to take a lot to uncross all these wires. I feel like it's going to be hard to not be upset when I find out why people are angry. When we get to the other side, it may take you like a good season. So like when I say season, like 3 to 4 months before you're going to feel back on top of the situation and things finally go back to normalcy. I feel like it takes a lot for you to get there. I know that Taurus is very strong and you tend to hold, I feel like you guys tend to hold the line, kind of like, before I react, let me think about what's happening here. Let me just decide what I want to happen here, and let me be a little bit more stoic about it. I feel like part of this is, though, I feel like you might get upset about what other people are upset about, because it's kind of like, it's a mess. There's a mess here, and I feel like it's going to take you a while to figure it out. The third party, I feel like, is literally why it's as bad as it was. maybe you needed that third party help. It's kind of like, well, I had no choice. I had to have that third party help at that point. I just needed it. It had to happen. But that's where the confusion came in. That's where the misconceptions came in. That's where the anger came in. The third party is who screwed everything up for you, is what I'm getting. But it's kind of like, but I needed that. I feel like that's on how you're feeling. Like, but I that's what I had to do. And the fact that other people are upset by that, it's kind of like, why can't they have a little understanding? Why can't they just, like, back off a little bit and think about what actually happened and why things played out the way they were? But people are very upset. People are very angry. Again, it's going to take you a while to first sort out who's upset, why they're upset, because they're not communicating, and then to iron it out and put it back where you want it, 3 to 4 months. 3 to 4 months. I mean, it's not the worst reading, but it's not a fun reading, I give you that. I feel like they're just trying to give you the heads up about what's going on around you. And I feel like also giving you the little in about, somebody's upset and they're not talking. At least that gives you something to work with. Because, like, if somebody's, I feel like you're going to notice over the next few weeks, maybe somebody's not even talking to you or not even communicating with you anymore. There might be a heads up. Or when they respond to you, it's very benign. It's just kind of like they just do the bare minimum and then they just kind of walk away. It's just, you're going to have that inkling like something's not right here. Something isn't right. This is kind of giving you that heads up like, okay, maybe you want to try to figure out if you want that relationship to go better before it goes worse, you might want to get a little closer to that, find out what's going on, why are people acting the way they are, what's going on, how are people feeling. It might take a little prodding because I don't feel like they're going to give it up easy, but when you finally find out why they're acting the way they are and what they're upset about, well, you can fix it, but I do feel like you're going to be a little bit bothered by it. Like, really? That's what's bothering you? Like, seriously? I feel like it's going to bother you. But at least it gives you somewhere to work with, somewhere to start, so that hopefully things go better before they go worse. If this keeps going the way it looks like it is and it's not addressed, I'm kind of worried. Well, let's see how it plays out. See how it plays out for now, because I'm like, you got transformation kind of looming here. Like, certain things when they're damaged long enough, they're just, you can't repair them after a while. If it goes too long and it's damaged for too long, sometimes they can't be repaired. So, or it makes it really, really difficult. You know what I mean? All right. I'm going to shut this down here. Hopefully that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.